Hello everyone, welcome back to my Sitecore Diaries, your ultimate guide to digital experience excellence, your go-to channel for Sitecore, .NET, anything related to front-end or DXP. I'm your host Jitendra Jayanta Ganekar, a Sitecore Technology MVP 2024 and 2025. This is the video from Front-End Development video series. So this is the fourth video in this series and we are going to see Git GitHub Desktop and how it works with Visual Studio Code. So what we are going to see is a walkthrough of how you will create a repository, how you will clone the repository, how you will work with Visual Studio Code, and how you will commit those changes to the GitHub, whatever you are working on the Visual Studio. How to create a feature branch, that also we are going to see, how to revert the changes. All these activities which as a developer you are going to perform in day-to-day life, that we are going to see in this video. Make sure you have watched our previous videos. It has all the concept related things. This video is concentrating on the walkthrough. So let's jump into the demo and see how GitHub Desktop works with Visual Studio Code. Let's start. Before we start working with GitHub Desktop, let us make sure all the necessary tools are installed on your system. So your first thing is Visual Studio Code. So we have to go to this website and choose your operating system and install the appropriate version. Next is the Git. So we have to go to this website, again select your operating system and install the necessary Git version. And finally, to work with the GitHub Desktop, you also have to download the GitHub Desktop from the GitHub Desktop website. So if you have to go to Code Visual Studio Code, this is the website to download the Visual Studio Code. And depending on your system, like we have operating system Windows, then you install the Visual Studio Code. Similarly, Git you can download from here. I already download, so I am not downloading all the things. And then you have a GitHub Desktop, so you can download from this website. So all those things you set up before starting this tutorial. So let's move to the next step. So we will start with creating an account on GitHub. So if you don't have an account on GitHub, you have to create an account. For that you have to go to github.com and here you can sign up. I already have an account, so I am not filling this form, but you can fill it, your email address, your password, and a username which you want to provide, your region, and then continue. So it will create your account. Okay, if you already have an account, then you can simply sign in to the account, and then we will see how we can create a repository or your first repository on github.com. So let me sign in and then we will see where it lands. Once you sign in, you will land on this page. This is your dashboard, GitHub Desktop dashboard. If you have any repository, you can see here. Okay, so now we will start creating a repository. So here, if you see, a new button is there. So click on that new button and you see here, create new repository. A repository contains all project file including the revision history. Already have a project repository elsewhere. So you can also import a repository from somewhere else also. But we will creating a fresh repository. Okay, so let's name our repository, say learn front end. Okay, so this is our repository. This is for front-end development series. So this is my name. Okay, this is my account and this is the repository name. And then the description for what purpose you are using this repository. There are two types of a repository which you can create. If you see here, public and private. Public, anyone on the internet can see the repository. You choose who can commit. So basically it is available to everyone, but that can be controlled as an admin whoever is creating it. Okay, so I want to give this repository to everyone, so that's why I'm creating a public one. But if you are working on the project for any client, then you can use a private one. You choose who can see and commit to this repository, so everyone can't get that repository. Then we have a readme file. So if you want to add a readme file, just click on readme file. You can also add a git ignore file. We will see git ignore file later. If you have any enterprise license, then you can add it. Okay, we are creating it's a public repository. I don't have a license, so I'm not adding it. And then you just click on create repository. Once you click on a create repository, so that repository will get created. If you see here, learn front end repository is created. It has added a readme file also. Initial comment has been added. That's from my account. Okay, now if you see here, you can download or access the repository by this URL, https. If you are using then you can use this URL, okay, to get the data. It's a web URL which you can use. If you want to download complete repository offline, then you can download here. You can open the repository by using in the GitHub desktop from here directly also, but we will go through desktop app. Okay, so this is how you will create your account and the repository. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create a repository from GitHub desktop application. So open your GitHub desktop application. That you can do by searching into your search and say GitHub. If you have installed the GitHub desktop that we have seen in first slide, that you need to first install that. So once you install that and you search for GitHub desktop, it will open like this. Now you have to log in into this. So file options, here you have accounts. There are two ways you can do a login. One is if you have a GitHub enterprise app account, then you can sign in with that. We have an account on GitHub desktop, github.com. We have just created that. Okay, so let's log in with that. So it will open into the browser. So I have two accounts. For this creating the repository, I'm using our my site code diaries account. So I'm just signing in. Okay, now if I come here and options, it will see my name. So I have logged in the GitHub desktop application. So we are going to do the same thing what we done in from the browser. That is, we are going to create a new repository. So if you click on a file, there are option new repository, add local repository, clone repository. We are going to see first of all a new repository. So when you click on a new repository, it's a replica of what we did just few minutes before to create a repository via the desktop. So repository name, let's say learn front end from desktop. Just for a demo purpose, I am creating this. This is our repository from app. Okay, this is your description. And for this here, the additional thing is this, you are creating your local, so you can add your a path where you want to create that code, or you want to save that code on your local path. Okay, so that you can select here. Then I am just initialize the repository with readme. That also file that also we have seen in the github.com, that was there, so we just selected it. You can create a git ignore file from here, upload the license here. Okay, it is saying that we will be the repository will be created at this path. Okay, so this folder will get created, and if I say create repository, okay, it will create it. So it is created. If you see here, it is showing learn frontend from desktop, but it is in other. So let's go to the repository section of our github.com. let's see, it is created. So this repository is not there. So why it is not there? Because we have not published it. So if I go back to the GitHub desktop, there is this button, okay, publish repository. It has also created a branch, the main branch. So we will talk about branch later. So if I say a publish repository, what it says is publish this repository to GitHub. So I just click on publish repository, just give the name if you want to change it. Okay, so I'm just publishing it. If you want to make it public, then just remove this checkbox. If you want to keep it private, just keep it here, this checkbox checked, publish repository. Now it move to the my site code diaries account. Okay, let's, and it's a locked also, that means it is private. So let's check now. So you can see here, learn front end from desktop. So that is created here, and that is also a private one. So this is how you can create a repository from desktop application. So till now we have created the repository, one from directly from the github.com, another is from the GitHub desktop. There's another way of creating a repository from the GitHub desktop itself. If you come to the file, and there is something called add local repository. So it is basically you already have a repository on and now you want to add that is on your local, and now you want to add that on the github.com. then you can use this. You can give the repository path and add repository. I don't have such code, so I'm not uploading it. Okay, now the next thing which is very important is clone the repository. What do you mean by clone the repository? That your repository is on the github.com and you want that in the local one. So how you will do it? Say clone repository. Now here you have options like you can select directly from github.com. So I can directly select and take it from this like I want to do get this learn frontend. So you can select and get it, and I can provide the path. Okay, but the best way that you most probably going to use it, so if you have a public repository URL or you have a URL of a repository, so that you are going to use it. So in first when we created the repository, we have seen the URL of that. So if I go here, we are going to use this one. So learn frontend. If I go here, is this URL. Okay, I just copy that here. Want to create this repository inside a local path demo learn frontend. So I choose this path. Okay, if I clone it, okay, so once I clone it, see learn frontend is come here. So from, if I go to the path, if I come here, so this learn pro frontend is already created, the path is created, and whatever there on GitHub desktop, that is come here. This is how you will clone it. Okay, now here comes the another thing, that is branch. If I come here on github.com for learn frontend repository, you will see the branch here, main branch. Okay, so you can have a multiple branches. Main branch is basically your final production ready branch. So ideally you should not be making any changes in the main. You should be creating your local repositories in a feature branch, and then you make a changes, update the feature branch, and then raise a PR to merge that branch into the main branch. So and when we raise a PR, okay, then that PR will get reviewed by your seniors or your lead, and then they will merge it. If there is any conflict, it will get, they will resolve it. So how that's how it will work. Okay, so ideally we should not be taking a main branch. We should be creating the feature branch. So we will see how to do that now. Now let's see how to create a repository branch. So for that we have to come here on branch, and if you see here you can create a new branch. So I just create a new branch. I will name it as say working branch, and then you click on a create branch. See here in this block you will see current branch. Here you will have two branches, default branch is main and recent branch, which I have created working branch. Okay, so that will come here. Now my folder is tagged to working branch, so whatever I will be doing, that will be in the working branch. But is it available on GitHub desktop, github.com? Let's check that. I will come here, learn frontend. You will see only one branch. Why it's so? Because we have not published this branch. So if you see here, this tab publish this branch to GitHub desktop. So if I am ready to publish it, I can publish that. Okay, let's check now. See, now here are the two branches. One is a main branch and another is a working branch, and my active branch is a working branch. Okay, so whatever I will be doing, that I will be doing it in the working branch, and then I will raise a PR to merge that into the main branch. So that is how you should be doing it for your project. So this is how you will create a feature branch in your local repository.
We will stop here for today. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and share it with someone who is also starting their front-end journey. If you got any questions or suggestions, drop them in the comments below. I will read it and I will try to reply it as many as I can. Subscribe to my site for diaries for more videos in this course, and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. If you want to have access to exclusive videos, hit the join button and become a channel member today. This is Jitendra Ganekar. Let's keep learning, building and growing together in the world of development. See you in the next video.